Welcome back. It is Friday. Your weekend is already just about started. Are you ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
Ready for a weekend? And it's also time for our question of the week. So, welcome to the Shark Tank. We asked our man on the street, Don Wall, to go down to the Dallas 100 Awards last night at the Omni. Now, these are companies that were honored last night because they've created more than 13,000 jobs and produced almost $3.6 billion in sales over just the past year.
It's just 100 companies.
Just 100 companies at the top, at
Wow.
the apex of the entrepreneurial world here in the DFW Metroplex.
Wow.
So the question becomes, what makes a great entrepreneur? Here's Don Wall.
For our question of the week, we went to the awards banquet for the Dallas 100, the fastest growing companies in Dallas-Fort Worth, put on by SMU's Cox School of Business Caruth Institute for Entrepreneurship. We asked, what makes a great entrepreneur?
I mean, they're like a heat-seeking missile looking for opportunity and then trying to figure out how to take advantage of the opportunity. Entrepreneurs, they expect to make money. They expect that. But most of them don't go into business just to make money. They go into business to make a difference.
You need three things. You need availability, affability, and ability in that order. If you're present and if your eyes are open and if you pay attention, there are more than enough business opportunities around.
And if it doesn't work?
The true entrepreneurs try again and try again until finally they find them dead on the floor, still trying.
I think entrepreneurs have this innate desire to be beyond themselves, that they want to make not just themselves better, their families better, their companies better, but they want to make the communities that live in better and then leave this world a better place.
Don't wade in, dive in. The reason for that is if you wade in, it generally doesn't work. You have to really go after something. And so that would be the first thing I'd say is if you want to be successful, you got to kind of put it all on the line and go for it.
You have to have kind of fearlessness in a way because so many businesses are a man's world, and I work with developers and I work with architecture firms and architects, and they're mostly male. And it's hard because sometimes when you have a voice, they think you're, too strong or too this or too that, and you just have to kind of be grounded, kind of in your boots, so to speak.
I think a great entrepreneur has a good mix of arrogance and ignorance. And the reason I say that's because you have to be a little confident, believe in yourself, and a little arrogant to think you can do something better or in a more disruptive or unique way than someone else. And it takes a little bit of that to keep you through the tough days. The reason I say ignorance as well is because a lot of times if we knew any better, we wouldn't leave our jobs.
I think there's something in the DNA of entrepreneurs that allows them to be fearless, allows them to be passionate about something and always go after it. No matter how many times you have to reinvent yourself, no matter how many times you have to look at the market and say we have to turn and we have to do something different, you're willing to do it without fear, without trepidation. You're willing just to jump in and make it happen.
So, there you go. Don was at the Dallas 100 Entrepreneurial Awards last night, held by SMU and the Cox School of Business. Jerry White heads up the entrepreneurship program. He was one of the gentlemen that Don interviewed last night. So a footnote on that is we'll have the winner of that prestigious award who will be profiled next week on our show.
All right.
So what do you think?
I think one man hit it when he was talking about stick-to-itiveness.
The one thing that makes an entrepreneur
keep
successful.
Going. Yeah, keep going.
Never give up.
Get knocked down, get up.
And I would add to that seeing an opportunity, looking for inefficiencies in the marketplace, finding a place where other people just don't see it because they're not looking.
That's why I think you're so smart. You found that for your company.
Well, we're
You're plugging along.
Yes, we are. Yes,
but you
we
found
are.
a hole there.
Found it, making it work.
Yeah.
Coming up next on the Texas Daily, we're just 1 week away from the 50th anniversary of the loss of President John F. Kennedy. So we're going to sit down with one of our producers and her mom, because they have an interesting story about what happened to them that day, where they were, and what they saw. We're going to come back with that story. You're watching the Texas Daily.
When I put that IFB behind